Excuse me.
It doesn't have to be maneuverable. It's just a
What is up, everybody? This is Sith Lord Wolf here, coming to you live with some more Destiny 2, farming the living crap out of Onslaught. Uh, I cannot wait for next week when 0 Hour and I believe also Pantheon comes out. As you can see, I'm currently trying a different build out, and I've been actually having a blast with this build. Started trying this yesterday, I want to say. Oh wait, hold on. How many more do I need? Oh, 5 more coins and I have enough. Dang it. Oh, wait. Why am I going to Shacks? I'm already maxed out on it. I cannot wait for tomorrow because of the new... This one. Uh, Tomorrow should be when we get the
This was made for you.
Super Black Shader and Luna's Howl and 0 Hour and a bunch of shit. So, yeah. Alright. But essentially, the way this build is going to rock is, weapons are basically your choice. I've been enjoying Xenophage. I tried it with Deathbringer for a little bit. It's okay. It's a little inconsistent. That's why I went back to Xenophage. I'm liking my, while I don't have the God roll by any means, I'm liking my Indebted Kindness here. And I don't have the God roll on Midnight Coup either, but I do actually like this roll. I need to switch back to off of Take Inspect. Actually switch it to Major
There
Spec.
could
That way
be
I'm not one
poetry in
having
destruction. Write me
my
some
damage.
poetry. Do it. Pain leads to perfection, Guardian. Embrace it.
But essentially, the way this is going to work is get as many finishers as possible, and it's going to let's just show you. Delete that. Delete that. The mod stat out. Bulwark finisher, proximity ward. That way, as long as I have armor charges. Um, Obviously, some of the mods here. Um, but the main pieces of the build are Felwinter's Helm, so finishers are gonna, yeah, and then it'll also turn me invisible and do void damage and volatile, and yeah. Sorry, my nose is stuffy, and that's kind of distracted me from doing all my talking stuff. So yeah, I'm having a little hard time talking because of my nose being stuffed up. I have my mind. Other than that, it's Chaos Accelerant, Feed the Void. I know everyone's like all crazy about Child of the Old Gods, especially in here, but it's awesome. But I've stated very clearly before that I tried to stay away from the most meta crap because overusing certain crap gets it nerfed out the wazoo, as shown by chain reaction on Forbearance. Bungie has made it explicitly clear that chain reaction is getting nerfed in Final Shade specifically on special weapons, and they even said cough forbearance cough. So
Hard fought victory, Guardian.
So at that point, it's just like, yeah, glad that I never went out grinding my ass out in forbearance in the Val raid. But yeah, no, as you can see, you can kind of spawn trap the living hell out of the ads of all the waves and stuff. If you don't like how close some of these guys are getting to your ADU, you can just do that. It's a really fun build. I don't like the fact that no one's taking care of this shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah, let's, thanks for launching me where I actually need to go. At this point, I kinda... There we go. But yeah, no, as you can see, pretty easy to spawn trap everything with this build. Because it'll disorient, volatile, everything. Weaken, all of it. At least I think it weakens. Damn. I thought my teammate was going to grab that. I tested it last night, didn't... Or no, I did make it to a wave 50. And then when I went to play through again, um, when I went to play through again, I didn't go all the way to wave 50 because of how late it was. I quit at wave 20. And the best part is you're not limited to what weapons you need to use at a certain point. If your Midnight Coup isn't getting the job done, like you see me using Midnight Coup constantly, but that's just because I know it's not gonna, like, it will one tap the enemies, but it's like it doesn't need to. Especially if you take advantage of the explosive payload. Like almost every role I want explosive payload. I think there's only like one role that I'm thinking I want that has that I don't want explosive. It's the only downside is when the teammates kind of steal your thunder a little bit. But it is a team activity, so and as you can see, the super comes back plenty fine. I know everyone says Vortex is just as good, if not better, than Cataclysm, but I've always liked Cataclysm.
This is a gauge of pure combat potential. Make me proud.
I want my Slova bomb. I'm especially liking, because of the nerfs to Well and stuff, I'm especially liking being able to run Voidwalker instead. Because here lately, people haven't been demanding you play well anymore. Since he grabbed the spark, I'm going to run ahead and try to deal with some of these enemies. There we go.
This is what they call a righteous infliction of retribution.
I look away for half a second and it takes me too far. Alright, let's see. Can't believe that in all my time playing Onslaught, I still haven't gotten a lightning round on this. I think I got it like one time on the playlist version where you can only go up to 10 rounds. Oh, I thought I just saw one of those fucking bonus round things. I know everyone is hating on Rampage nowadays, but I actually like this roll with Explosive Rampage, and I've gotten this exact roll to drop several times, but at that point it's just, okay, do I want to sit there and see which one has better stats, mag, and all of that? And I'm just like, whatever. It's gonna be a freaking PvE roll that I'm using here, so. I was so excited for Midnight Coup to come back because of the fact that this was always like this was the go-to gun when I was fucking farming for Anarchy back in the Scourge of the Past raid. This was my primary. I rocked this. Fuck, what was the other one? The OG Icolo shotgun, and
Remind me to bring you along
there
the
was
next time.
it was depending on the team I was with that determined what the heavy weapon was. Got that massive thread the needle Kobe there. Holy shit. But yeah. I think every team that I started, really, no one paying. Okay, well, Xeno time then. There's no one bothering to fucking pay attention to it. Anyways, but no, we eventually started doing like, I want to say it was
This is a
Whisper,
gauge of pure combat potential.
stack of Whisper,
Make me proud.
because back then Whisper was still doing like the infinite ammo, where no matter what you were. At one point we did have, and yeah, the only way to damage the boss was with a great shot, so. Oh, whoops, wrong, I thought I had that coup out. Speaking of Whisper, this dude's got, Whisper on. And if you're wondering, yes, I already have gotten all the upgrades for Whisper, so. Did that just... It did, it fucking went right past him. I do want to get everyone's ecstatic for the kinetic tremors roll in Midnight Coup. I do want to get one to test out, because I think that's going to be awesome. I love kinetic tremors on Supremacy. Okay then. I do want to get a kinetic tremors roll on Midnight Coup. Whoever just joined, welcome to the stream. But yeah, I do want to get a kinetic tremors roll on Midnight Coup. Currently, I want to see if I can get a decent roll on Forbearance, though. Especially because there's a roll I'm looking for after the chain reaction gets nerfed. And I do know that there was a 6-stack back when I was farming Scourge of the Past. We were farming it with there was one 6-stack where instead of, okay, there's a forbearance. There was one of the teams I was with where we pulled out Outbreak, and just everyone had Outbreak, and we one-phased it with Outbreak, which was hilarious. to save mine until I can just fully upgrade I'm gonna save my scrap until I can just fully upgrade one of the decoys. Hopefully we don't get a tormentor until that, knock on wood, but ooh, okay, never mind about that. I do love the fact that when there's so many explosives, you can just kind of funnel their hind ends by just shooting one of them. I always forget about the little extra motion that the stupid Nova Bomb does. Just as I was already moving backward, it kept carrying me backward. Okay, you are a pain in the rear. Fortunately, the champions aren't that hard, so you don't actually have to stun them. I think the unstops are the only ones that I would recommend for you to go ahead and stun. Simply because of the fact that they take like heavily reduced damage if you don't. Oh, probably should have saved the Nova Bomb. I didn't realize these fuckers were already gonna spawn. Fortunately, they're not too big of a problem. More the swarm of ads that gets us in trouble. Yeah, I know. Regular is easy. Legends where the builds truly get tested, blah, blah, blah. But some of us don't actually have, you know, groups of people that are willing to randomly jump into legend shit with us. I do have a friend who, like, every week has been asking me to help him with the Legend Whisper stuff, which since I run the Legend Whisper solo is pretty good. I'm more than willing to help him with that. Make sure this is reloaded. Now let's funnel this. As you can see, I do like this Midnight Coup, but I want to see if I can get a better one. Or not necessarily a better one, because I'll probably still wind up keeping this. I'm also extremely hyped for like pulling out old crap like Marty's Retribution, freaking Not Forgotten and stuff. I am extremely hyped for pulling that crap out come time for Final Shape because of the fact that it's getting unsunset. Ads have been getting killed so much that I'm hardly able to do the finishers. Just shuffle in this one, two.
enemies down before they do the same to you.
Try and reload this. All right. And whoop.
This is what they call a righteous infliction of retribution.
Disloyal. This is how I roll. I'm really annoyed at my daughter. She's been watching the heck out of those Sonic movies. So now I've got a couple of the lines stuck in my head. This is what I call a righteous infliction of retribution. Yeah, it is the later, what are they called? It is the later, whatever it's called. Yeah, no, as you can see, I just constantly do finishers, and yeah. But yeah, it's the later waves that really test the build. Just like in the coil, you don't really get a good feel for the build itself until you start taking them into the higher end later waves. And the light power is towards the max. Oh, of course, Shaq Tormenty Boy pops up here. Probably popped that a little too early, but whatever. Yeah, let's... Looks like they have him distracted, so I'm gonna... Hey, there we go. He wasn't nearly as big of a problem as I was worried about. I've literally had one here on the riverbed pop up on the final thing right before the last boss, so... And he just kind of punted us over the riverside with his slam attack. So every time I see a Tormentor show up on the riverside, I get very annoyed.
Execute all targets, and make sure you're still standing when the dust settles.
Everyone is more than welcome to... Oh no. There we go. Thank you for blocking my Xeno shot. Did he really just... Yeah, he did, okay. Like, he actually just fucking went over the edge, okay. Alright, capture that one. Trying not to die so much, but I accidentally... one problem I have is I accidentally go too aggressively, and even though I know that I shouldn't. And then there's times like this where I'm just getting focus fired. Which honestly, if it leads us to succeeding, I'm not going to complain too much.
Cade would have been proud of how you ran through that like it was a game. You sly bastard.
You see, first week or two, I was getting almost nothing but the weapons that I had attuned. And then all of a sudden, now I'm getting like nothing other than the ones that I don't have attuned. Like I got like one forbearance, which I have attuned, but then all of a sudden now it's like mountaintop, blah blah blah. Guys, he already upgraded to that, so I'll do that and I'll save the rest in case we want another shack. Oh, he upgraded a turret too. Nice. Nice. Oh, hey, a random forbearance drop. That's awesome. Oh, got these things to destroy. If all three of them move this way. There's like one, yeah, one over here. This is when it gets fun, is in these later stages. Especially when you can do crap like this, where you can basically shut waves down just by getting up close and personal and do finishers on some of them. Gotta remember I do have this. Because it is making them volatile as well. And I do love the fact that this freaking rocket pistol one-shots the enemy shields. I think I honestly hate, really, the shack's got in the way of my fucking... Anyway. Off that there real quick. As you can see, I whiffed the Nova Bomb a second ago, and I already have one back up. Bungie, buff Skull of Daira Hamkara. It needs a rework. heavy. That's another reason that I'm doing Xenophage, is because if you look, that one brick gave me 15 shots. I love the fact that warlocks who originally had Devour are the ones that are best for using Devour now. Now that it's been nerfed on the other classes. Because honestly, everyone is saying, well, you don't need to run into the void anymore, blah blah blah. What's the point in running Voidwalker Devour if you can just have the same Devour on this or that through the through just picking up an orb of power? I'm just like, it's not the same, and it's definitely not the same anymore.
Execute all targets, and make sure you're still standing when the dust settles.
Doing that, but to proc Reaper, but I think I forgot that I don't actually run Reaper on this build. I'm so used to running Reaper. Hey.
You obliterated them. I love it.
They actually spawned me where I'm supposed to be this time. Let's go. Looking good, Shax. Let's go fishing. Why'd you put another decoy up? We have a Shax. Whatever. It honestly feels good using Midnight again. It really does. Now that I'm getting back in the groove of not having my enemies, like, explode with incandescent every shot. Because I've gotten way too used to incandescent. And no, not from Zali's Bane. I've gotten used to that one Veil log sidearm. Epochal integration or whatever it's called. Because I don't have a Zali's Bane. I actually have never gotten it to drop. Okay, this weird way, but we gotta go kill these dudes. heavy up, so I'm gonna quickly run back and grab that because he already dropped it. Okay, we're good.
Execute all targets, and make sure you're still standing when the dust settles.
Huh. Unlike my strand build where having permeability was actually really useful because of unraveling, I'm actually half tempted to switch to my other one of these uh embedded kindness that has surrounded for this one because I'm constantly running up into the thick of things. It might actually be more useful to have surrounded proc. Love the fact that since I have Devour proc, that my kills are just kind of... Oh shit, oh shit. I say that as I'm about to die. Like the explosive kills from having Xenophage as my weapon are just kind of killing enemies that are around him. So they're also, because they're doing that, they're also proccing my Devour. Oh, what do you know? Still not a lightning round. Oh, what do you know? Wow, I've gotten Mountaintop and Recluse to drop here. What are the freaking odds of that? When they're not the ones that choose. Oh, Cavente. Sorry, I have a Spotify ad that's running. Honestly, I do think that unsunsetting is probably one of the best choices Bungie could make. And the fact that they're going to bring back most of the guns, according to what they said, they're bringing back a lot of the old guns, like they did now with these, is honestly probably one of the best choices because they flat out said themselves that they know most people have deleted most of their sunset items. Me, I kept a lot of mine for sentimental reasons. I was just like, I can't. I can't bring myself to delete it. Now, if I knew I could pull them from collections, I was just like, okay, fine, whatever. Other than exotics. Exotics most of the time I would keep. Yeah, I may actually try the surrounded one because surrounded feels like it might actually be better. Get your rear end away from my ADU. Get away from my ADU! Oh my goodness, no. Are they really doing this poorly? Okay, where'd he go? I know I just heard him teleport. There we go. someone please stay back and guard this while I go try to deal at least partially. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is the big mech. Dudes, grab the freaking steel batteries. My goodness. Like, guys, make sure we heal as much as possible. We get extra points for this as well. Yeah, the fact that you can actually get extra damage bursts multiple times on Midnight Coup now is awesome. Okay, I do not know how the heck you have, like, gotten all the way back there, but I'll take care of you, kill you, kill you.
Best your opponents and survive. Victory is a matter of will.
Really? No one was able to freaking kill him in the time that it took me to kill the other three? Okay. Knocked the shield off for you, and you guys couldn't even do that. If I fall from... Okay, now see, that's a good use of a super, because the fact that it travels will actually be very useful. Quickly do this. Got the ammo here, because I was really low on ammo, holy crap. Oh,
A total rout.
How's our shack? Oh, he's actually looking pretty good still. Boom. Okay, this is 3 of the splinters, which should be boom, boom, and yep. 3, 5, 4, 5. Let's cap these guys off so we don't fail. That was a horrible rendition of the song. Let me get this heavy. I heard the old man. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Okay, now Shax is looking a little bit worse for wear. Hold on. No, I was about to try to do a finisher on that stupid thing. No. Okay. Hey, look. Either way. Let's go see if either of these forbearances that I had drop were any of the rolls I wanted. Probably not, knowing my luck, because I've gotten I don't know how many to drop already, and none of them were what I wanted. Yes, I have the OG taken ship from the OG Whisper mission, and I've already gotten the new one too. The new one's weird because it can put a shader on. The old one is cooler, in my opinion. Hmm.
Some kind of golden age music. How beautiful. And then it stops. It doesn't have to be maneuverable. It's just a bomb. 'Cause 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 'cause
Checking.
Okay.
Done, done, done. Transferred.
Alright. Lead and gold with recombination. I mean, that's not bad. So, baby. What is that? Nope. Nope.
Goodbye.
So if anyone's wondering the role I'm looking for, I do want the role that you can get from the raid that everyone loves from the raid, the freaking,
You're
even though it's not
alive,
gonna be
Guardian.
nearly as
I'd
good
like
come final shape because of the nerf to chain reaction and because this one doesn't have soul drinker. But the other thing is I want one that can get demolitionist wellspring. So this is one of the main builds I've been rocking on Warlock anyway.
I screwed up my wrist.
I'm actually gonna see what happens if I. So as you saw, I got not a single lightning round at all. I actually want to see. Oh, hey, void search. I want to see if what happens last time I went into a playlist happens, which is boss fight, wave 10, because that's the last wave. I wound up getting a fucking lightning round. It's supposed to be that like any of the boss fights in the regular one, you can get a lightning round, even if it's rare. But like randomly one day I decided to launch this playlist version. I just I was just like, screw it. I don't want to go 50 waves. I'm just gonna do this. And I got one lightning round. I got the tormentors and yeah. I was just like, are you kidding me? It didn't even feel like a real freaking lightning round to me. Okay, so I need to finish this one.
Your opponents will come for your life. Guard it
Give
fiercely.
me the worst freaking. Okay. Well then. I have heard nothing but bad stuff about this map. Because everyone apparently hates how open this map is. Because apparently you can't funnel the enemies the way people like to. I've also heard that apparently you can stand on top of these things. I don't have solar with heat rises on, so I'm not even gonna try, but probably still do it without that if I had on one of my mountaintops, but yeah, this is like extremely open. I've only ever played on this map one time, and I gotta say I was in complete agreement with the group that I was in complete agreement when I selected this map because we were Hive and we had ogres coming from like everywhere. There was no way for us to properly funnel the. I tossed it the wrong way. Now, granted, if you want a challenge, you're more than welcome to play this map. But if you're actually wanting to properly play it and protect your thing and everything, I'd recommend one of the other two maps because they both have good funneled choke points. This one, you're basically defend every direction other than the back. And even the back you might wind up having to. I don't know. Really? Really? Really gonna do me dirty like that? Okay, whatever. Yeah, I can't wait till tomorrow. This is only wave 2.
Remind me to bring you along the next time I feel like roaring.
Where are you at? Get over here. You ain't hiding from me. I guess builds like that with Whirling Maelstrom and that could probably cover this area because every Tangle will just let the Hunter pick up and they can just cover certain areas, but or let the Warlock cover it with the bow and spawn Threadlings everywhere. But if you're not wanting to play those ways, then this map is like, ugh. I think every time I've ever played, I don't know, because I don't remember when I was in the live stream opening day of Into the Light if I got a Tormentor on playlist, but I think almost every time ever since opening day that I've done playlists that I've gotten a Tormentor. I feel like for me, regular mode has been way more, Tormentors have been regular, or like have been more rare than playlist mode, which is really weird. I mean, at least playlist mode here, you're not risking wiping, as far as I know. As you can see, because it's so few enemies, I'm not even really bothering with what my build is meant to do, because what's the point? Actually, it's not even because of the size, or it's not even because it's playlist, it's because of the map. The enemies are so spread out, there's really no point in running up trying to finish the enemies, because they're not choking up unless they're right on the ADU, and I don't want to stun them on the ADU. Is that a... Yeah, you don't want to stun them on the ADU because them just standing in the hole is gonna. Wait, 5, right? Yeah.
This is a gauge of pure combat potential. Make me proud.
Sure it is, shots. A little upset that they patched the hole in the ceiling. Okay. If I do this.
A triumph in tactics.
Don't even know what freaking amount of scraps I have. Because that's the thing. There's really no point to go for the decoys in this mode because literally in this version it's better to go for the turrets because you're only going to 10 waves. If you're going to wave 50, then yeah, decoy all the way. Oh, what the hell? I have never seen servitors spawn right on the fucking thing before. But yeah. Can one tap most of the servitors. The playlist mode is like almost too easy. That's the problem. I get why it's playlist. It's because it's like, oh, it's just like the Vanguard Ops playlist. It's basically random, and you're gonna. What's the calibrate pyramid zone? Okay, where's the zone? I don't even see the zone. Oh, it's all the way over here. I was looking the wrong way. But yeah, that's like. So I'm gonna go over here, capture this, and I'm willing to bet that either one of two things are gonna happen. A, they're gonna get funneled, or B, hardly anything is gonna touch the, or sorry, or B, because it's such an open area, everything is gonna sneak past. But what it looks like, they're getting funneled.
Hard-fought victory, Guardian.
Sure. And mind you, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that it's literally the biggest thing. If I am complaining, it's about this map in general. It needs to be changed, in my opinion. Because there's no... The other maps you can tell how to play, and once you have a strategy down, it's pretty easy to... But this one, it's kind of difficult to consolidate, communicate with the teammates saying, hey, this is the way we need to do this. This map is so open, you can never predict where the freaking enemies are going to come from, other than maybe like around these corners and that. But then you can have them like randomly jumping up above here. I have had two people tell me two different answers on which map is the best, and never once
This
has
is
it
a
been this
gauge
map.
of pure combat potential.
Everyone
Make me
that I've heard has only complained about this map. Every map that people have told me is the best is either Vostok or it's either Vostok or Midtown, whatever. And I get it. If they would make like a couple of upgrades to the map, I think it could be a wonderful map. Like for one thing, I think like maybe each map, including moth yards, maybe introduces a unique enemy based on what kind
a
of map.
warfare
Like, for
against
instance,
utter
moth
chaos.
yards, maybe introduce Lucent Hive. Oh, called it. Lightning round. Alright to have a girl named Thibaloo. Oops. Got 40 seconds and I'm rocking Novamon. Fortunately, we have infinite supers. And infinite abilities from what I'm seeing. I wonder how many you can actually kill with these things.
I remember your victories far more than your losses.
Hey, look, the
I like
forbearance.
to keep things
How much you
interesting.
want to bet that it's
I
not a
have
good roll?
prevented extinction-level events that were gentler than you. Fantastic work.
I have prevented extinction level events that were gentler than you. But yeah. Oh, also, I hope everyone likes the drip. I actually worked a little hard on this. This was, I love Fellwinter's Home. I loved it when they gave it a buff, especially the little ghost in the back. Um, it's not the best drip, I know that, but I love it. I forget what I used to rock a really cool, like, all purple shader with this one, but I can't, with this, chest piece, but I can't remember what it was. This is a really cool shader as well, but I can't remember what the chest piece, or what the shader was that I used to rock. Um, actually, hold on. I may have it saved in my loadout. Darn it, it doesn't show what the shader you have is. And I haven't saved this as a loadout, so I don't want to. Anyway, we're going to quickly run to the tower. I can see what that forbearance roll was and delete any extra engrams. Uh, I swear, Xeno really needs a catalyst. Xeno needs one. Um, Last Word needs a catalyst, especially now that they finally gave Thorn one. Let me think. Does Wishinder? I don't think Wishinder has one. Yeah, they need to give Wishinder one. Don't think Chapadoodle has one. Oh, they need to give Chapadoodle one. There's a lot of ones they need to give Catalyst to still. That's hilarious. Final Warning doesn't have one. I've actually been seeing a lot of people running a Strand Warlock with Final Warning. It's hilarious. Thought about it myself, but I've been enjoying a different Strand build myself on my Warlock using this. With the Hatchling. And yes, it's with Swarmers. Because Swarmers is actually really fun. I've thought about checking and seeing how my Curse Thrall build works in this. I'm really still in orbit. Okay. Come on, hurry up. I will say I'm a little disappointed with the fact that they gave the Taken aesthetic to the Season of the Deep Weapons because, as far as I can think of, almost none of the Season of the Deep Weapons are that good. Hey, finally. That was weird.
Underway.
Okay,
Done, done, done.
grab that. Rid of that. Okay, so I'm just gonna point this out. This is something that constantly happens to me. Um, I'll have like two rolls in mind for a weapon that I want, and I'll wind up getting one perk from each roll on my freaking on the weapon. Like for the cataphract from Shaxx here. Or not Shaxx, Saint 14. For the cataphract strand grenade launcher. For the longest time I wanted two different rolls. I wanted one for PvP, one for PvE. I know I wanted for PvP, I want to
They will
say
come
it
back.
was
Numerous.
Impulse. I can't remember if it comes with Impulse or not, but I know that it was something with chain reaction. And for PvE, it was, I'm pretty sure, Envious Assassin. I know the first one was Envious, but oh, hey, so System's target lock. Anyway, but I know that
We venerated
it
the
was
strange few.
Envious with,
Need a rest.
I think, Beat and Switch. But anyway, my point being is almost every roll I get on the Cataphract grenade launcher uh, is Envious with chain reaction.
Great.
It gives me the perk in the first column that I wanted for PvE with the perk I wanted for PvP in the second column. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like this.
High
Like,
there.
I'm willing to actually try this roll on Forbearance out, but because demo with chain reaction, get a crap ton of kills that can also give me grenade energy, and then I can throw the grenade to reload. And
Bye.
She said
Yeah.
she wanted to express.
So I'm almost certain that could be a decent roll, but yeah, like snapshot, kill clip. I know I didn't keep the best rolls of stuff, but then again, I didn't get the best rolls on a lot of shit. Um, this I know I loved back in the day. This was back before I bothered masterworking a bunch of shit. But this was one of my favorite guns. Auto loading demo on Marty's. I actually got two of them with a different perk in the top part of the second. But both were auto loading demo. I was shocked to see a rangefinder. Um, one of the guns that I'm glad I kept was and I can't wait to see if they bring it back, is probably already passed it. Yeah, here we go. Kindled Orchid. I know by no means do I have the God roll, but I do have this, which is really fast reload for PvP. I have this, which I used to really like. Wait, I have. Why did I keep two different of the same one? I don't know why I kept two of the same roll. This one I liked for PvE. I know I didn't have the God roll that a lot of people liked, which was Kill Clip Rampage. I really tried hard to get that roll. As you can see, I ground this thing multiple times. And no matter what, I could never get either one of those two perks. I actually like Disruption. I used to like Disruption Break on this gun. I think I kept this. I think I got this one first and kept this one after I got the drop mag on it because I used to love drop mag even though it got rid of some of your ammo, and I refuse to delete drop mag now. I used to delete it, and then I kept a bunch of them after the infinite uh primary ammo change. Um, Rampage Archer's Tempo. I love that roll. Not the best, especially since the Rampage nerfs, but two damage perks, Rampage Explosive Head. Dynamic High Impact. I already showed you that one, but I'll probably wind up deleting that. I never could get. Actually, no, strike that. I did get the God roll that everyone wanted and accidentally deleted it. But this one, believe it or not, actually worked better for me than that God roll did. Um, Especially now that quick draw. Why the hell is there that much of a glare on it? Um, this one actually worked. Like as you can see, I only ever got like 3 kills on that old God roll, the slide shot quick draw, and I have gotten 163 on this one. My Galliard. And mind you, I know like weapons like this, 7, all that. It's not a lot, but at the same time, back in the days like of this, like I didn't play Crucible a lot, so 7 for me was a lot back then, other than this, like when I started maining Mindbenders after I finally got a roll, because it took forever for Mindbenders to drop for me. Like I've had to farm that boss for I don't know how long for a single one to drop. Um, yeah. Uh, yeah. Uh, Let me see. Some of these. I have the OG Edge Transit. This one's got Rangefinder, Rampage. I think I used to take this one into Crucible. And that's why I put on the free hand grip. Yeah, I will say I didn't used to turn on kill counters, so a lot of these guns just automatically got set to PvE. It's like I didn't used to masterwork weapons, but now I do, now that materials are easier to get. Um, Rangefinder Cluster Bomb. I used to love Cluster Bomb, man. Like for instance, this, like I used to actually use this a lot in Crucible. I think I use this every once in a while in the Crucible. Not a lot, not nearly as much as the I think this was more the PvE role that I used back before Cluster Bomb, like when Cluster Bomb was still good. This was more the Crucible one because autoloading's not useful in Crucible, on rocket launchers or heavy weapons. Um, never had dynamic. I never got the good role that everyone liked back in the day for dynamic rampage. I did get a dynamic surrounded, which was as close as I could get. Is the anarchy. Um, this would have a lot more counters on it had I ever actually turned the kill counter on originally. I kept an old avalanche. This I did have dynamic rampage. As you can see, I had that roll on this one. Um, I kept the old Death Razor's sword. This had the God roll. For that was the God roll before Whirlwind got blade. Whirlwind got nerfed. Um, these I think these were the yeah. A lot of people kept weapons like these because of how cool they look. Yeah, look at that. A lot of people kept these just because they look so cool. I got lucky. I got some of the ornaments. Yeah, the perks and the feel of them were never that good, so I'll probably wind up deleting them. But that's not Sunset. I really need to go through and delete some of these. I did finally delete like all my old armor because of the fact that that was like pointless. Oh yeah, I kept an old Orwing Small with this. Not the best roll, but this was like one of my favorite disorienting nade launchers back in the day, or as it used to be called, blinding nades. Wizen Rebuke. I used to like this roll. I can't remember what made me stop liking it, but then I also had this one, which I love, because both of these perks were like innately active in Crucible. Um, OG beloved man, quick draw snapshot. I I thought I deleted this. I completely forgot that the biggest perk that I was upset that I didn't have on this was the accurized. I don't have accurized on it. Uh, again, I forgot I had this one. I actually used to love using this in Crucible. I have the original optative hand cannon. Not a good roll by any means, but I haven't deleted it because it has drop mag, and you can't even craft it with drop mag anymore. If it had, I would actually like it in Crucible if it wasn't for Underdog. Actually, as your health gets lower, that might not be bad in Crucible, depending on how much it increases the reload speed. I'll have to do some testing. Um, but yeah. And then some of the weapons I'm more proud to have kept. I loved my parcel of Stardust with Slideshot Rampage. I used to love using this thing in Crucible. Uh, this I used to love using. This one, not so much. This is the new one, as you can see, but this was the old one. This one, again, as you can see, Slideshot Rampage was a favorite of mine back in the day. Um, 53 kills in the Crucible with this thing. Um, used to shred with people with this kind of thing. Um, explosive hip fire grip. Why do I even have this? Oh, this is like the OG, like it would just drop with this. That's why. I kept that because I didn't want to get rid of it because it was, yeah. I mean, this is the Duke. I used to love the Duke. Oh my goodness, such an old freaking. I did have the God roll, which is, in my opinion, rapid hit kill clip, but opening shot kill clip to me feels almost as good because that opening shot having of your engagement having extra range and accuracy and an extra flinch and range right there. I don't know if they took away the flinch from this, but yeah. And then I had never decided which of these back in the day what that I preferred, but yeah. Anyway, but dude, yeah. As you can see, I kept a lot of better devils. I'm gonna enjoy pulling these out. This was the one that I used to use the most. Uh, drop mag, rangefinder, time payload. Um, everyone said the god roll was rangefinder explosive payload. I kind of liked time payload and explosive equally back then. I never got rangefinder explosive, unfortunately. I refuse to delete this because again, it has drop mag. I'm interested to see how well this still works since they decoupled range from zoom, so rangefinder has severely fallen off. I do still have some good rolls. Like I'm interested to see how snapshot explosive works. Again, rangefinder time payload. This one does not have the drop mag. Um, I may just wind up deleting this one. Right. How many rangefinder time payloads did I keep? Oh yeah, I kept this one because this one also had that accurized. I was testing a lot of these rolls to see which one felt better, and I think I eventually settled this one because of the drop mag made it feel a lot better. Um, triple tap field prep. I think I was doing. I think I got this like right before it got sunset, because or like right before you couldn't get it anymore, and I was wanting to test how well it felt. I wanted to test how well it felt, but yeah. And then this roll, even nowadays, I really want to see how well this works because nowadays, ever since the decoupled range from Zoom, people say that this combo is atrocious. Like even on Midnight Coup, they say this is an atrocious combo. Like I have this combo in Midnight Coup, and if you can hit your shots, this is yeah. The only thing I don't like is how low the range is on this, but as you can see, I have a range masterwork, so that I can fix that pretty easily. Um, reload speed, not that big of a deal. Um, especially if I'm on a hunter where I'm mostly playing with my hand cannons. In Crucible, um, also kept an old yeah, see, as you saw, I didn't get the rangefinder explosive on here, but I did get it on a 120 on Bad News. Um, yeah. Again, interested to see how a lot of these old rules play with the nerf to rangefinder. I kept this snapshot explosive payload. I don't snipe as much as what I used to. Um, Spiteful Fang. This one was interesting. If I remember right, the only reason the bow used to be in the game is because of the event called Niobe Labs. Um, so I'm very interested in, yeah, uh, Criminal's Dagger. I don't even know why I kept this roll. I think it was I wanted a roll that had explosive that wasn't sunset. This roll, I think I think this is back when like people didn't like Accurized. Yeah, because Outlaw Kill Clip, enough said. My original spare rations. Oh, I so want to see how good this feels again. I had rapid hit multi kill clip. I didn't unfortunately get lucky enough to just have rapid hit kill clip, but oh, I miss using this. Again, I masterworked it. I did not get lucky enough to get the 5 out of 5 god roll, but I did get a really good roll. Um, Service revolver. I actually used to love this gun. I think this was one of the hand cannons I used for some of the old hand cannon exotic quests. Let's see, Outlaw Rampage, Rangefinder Zen Moment. I think this is the one that you could get intrinsically, or at least this perk combo was. And then when they introduced Rapid Hit, people started realizing that Rapid Hit was just kind of like a combo of these two perks. So there was no point in keeping a gun that had those two. As you see, I do have some older Austringers, and for the most part, the reason why I kept them was because of both sentimental reasons and because drop mag, drop mag, drop mag. Um, this is what this does have the role that personally I like on the Austringer. I'm torn between this and Zed Moment at the moment. Um, so yeah. Um, how do I have two demo snapshot? Anyway, um, yeah. Then this. I kept this because I wanted, other than the Teraba, I wanted to keep a weapon from the raid. Um, looks horrible. That's probably because of the shader. That and I always thought this role could be good. I haven't taken it out to test, but everyone says that this is like, oh yeah, that doesn't change much. Um, another one of the guns that people kept because hey, it looks really cool, but I guess Rangefinder Rampage could have been a good role depending on the archetype, but again, this is like one of those the archetype is like fallen off in favor of the 360 auto rifles. Um, OG Braytech, Outlaw Under Pressure. I do have some breach lights from Season of the Dawn. Drop Mag, Outlaw Multi Kill Clip, Drop Mag, Underdog Multi Kill Clip, Outlaw Rampage. I don't have the God roll that I was looking for back then, but I liked each of these. These next two weapons are two of the ones that I was extremely glad I kept. I loved this roll back in the day. I used this a lot, even before I turned on the kill tracker. Drop mag with demo kill clip. And I plan as soon as this thing becomes unsunset, I plan on immediately pulling this thing out because I got so fucking pissed that I couldn't use this anymore. Like this used to be like one of my favorite guns. And then Perfect Paradox. I was not able, because I didn't realize you could upgrade it more, I was not able to get the random rolls with the Masterworks and stuff. So unfortunately, I did not get lucky to get the 1-2 punch and all that on it. However, the roll that I have, Slideshot Rampage, I actually liked. I am looking forward to if they reintroduce it, because apparently one of the clips from Final Shape actually shows a Guardian holding a perfect paradox. So I'm hoping that, and since they said they're going to reintroduce some of the old guns, I'm very much hoping that they reintroduce it. Yeah, not proud of some of the ones I kept. Very proud of some of the others. Some of them I just straight up don't have an excuse for why I kept it, other than, well, it has this one perk on it that you can't get anymore. And at that point, I would just quote Dado, who made a lot of people delete a bunch of their crap. Take a screenshot. But I can't convince myself to do that and delete them. That's, yeah. Um, yeah, as you can see, mostly weapons, very little armor. Um, I have these three because of the whole thing where they go to 0 power. So technically, if we ever have an issue where Bungie accidentally pulls the crap like they did with, um, what's it called? Dares of Eternity, where they accidentally immediately send the Blueberry players into Dares of Eternity. If we ever have an issue like that again, where people need to go help the Blueberries, the New Lights, get out of the event again, complete the event, I have this to lower. I keep these on my characters to lower my light level to, yeah. I got so mad that when I was going through my stuff, I got so mad that I found out I deleted my old Traveler's Chosen. When I found out that that was yeah, a 0 power level thing. Because I instantly went to look at collections and saw that, oh, yeah.
Right away, Guardian.
All right, yeah. I think for now I'm gonna call the stream there. Um, depending on the time, what time is it? 11:22 where I am. So, let's end the stream off
Barter is
by
warranted.
opening these two prime engrams armor. Wonderful. And let's open 3 exotics. Clear out my inventory a little bit. There's sun bracers. That's cool. Let's see how well of a roll I got. Video. Nice total. Wouldn't have minded the strength. The mobility is crap. Do I have a better pair? If I do, it's in my bowl. Oh well. Wings of Sacred Dawn. I know I have some of these in my inventory. What's the roll? Yep, that's an instant delete. Okay. Sunbracers. Not a bad roll. I have one master. What is the okay? Minus 17 total. 64 stat block total with Doing masterwork, a total of 11 resilience, 9 base. I think I prefer the one that I already have. Cavalry 23, 21. Actually, no, I think I like the new one. I don't know. I'll keep it for now. Still mad that I
Thank you.
didn't get the
Thank you.
forbearance I wanted. Anyway. Yeah. Seth Lord Wolf, signing off.